Hey everybody, welcome to Parents and Baby TV. I am your host, Cora Gambino, and we are here today with the founders of Check Ellie, George and Etienne. Welcome and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Cora. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Hello.
Let's talk about your company, Check with Ellie. What exactly is Check with Ellie?
So Check with Ellie is a virtual breastfeeding assistant that helps new moms identify and treat their breastfeeding challenges 24/7 over Facebook Messenger. So what that means is a mom can talk to Ellie any time of the day, and it'll help her figure out what's going on. There's a lot of moms not sure what the challenge might be, and it'll give them an instant solution or a technique to solve that issue with information that's been verified by experienced lactation specialists. So it's the same techniques that they use. And then if that cannot help the mom, we also provide the ability to connect them to a lactation specialist for a video consultation.
What made you even produce this company? Who's the dad here?
Yes, I can answer this question. My wife, Alessia, gave birth to our son, Theodore, in January 2016. It was an amazing experience that I will never forget. I wanted to support my wife through the process, and I went to all childbirth education classes with her. I scanned and organized all the printed materials they gave us and put it on my phone, ready to be used at any time. The reality is, when the day came, there was no time to go back to the notes. So if you're an expecting parent, I know exactly how you feel. My wife and I were overwhelmed by the amount of information that was thrown at us. And after the birth of our son, I thought there has to be a better way to meet the challenge of having a new child for new and expecting parents. And that's when we started doing research in order to reduce stress and improve the process.
And we started doing research primarily just by talking to moms to learn about their experience. And this one woman came in and told us this story about how 3 days after she gave birth, she woke up at the middle of the night to the sound of a crying baby. Her daughter woke up because she was hungry. So she went to go breastfeed her, and she felt like something was wrong. There was some kind of pain in her breast. She wasn't sure if she was doing it correctly. And because it was 2 a.m., she didn't know where to turn.
Yeah.
So she ended up reading 6 or 7 blog articles, spending about 30 minutes reading these articles. And after all of that, she still didn't feel like she had a confident answer what was happening. And she felt even more stressed than when she started. And we kept hearing this kind of story over and over again, this quest for immediate information in a critical moment. And we realized that that's a real problem worth solving. And that's why we created Ellie, to provide instant answers to breastfeeding questions.
So I'm pretty sure you probably get critiqued a lot. How are you not replacing international board certified lactation consultants, those peer-to-peer, like the actual physical support? How are you not replacing this?
Yeah, sure.
So we worked from the start with IBCLC professionals, international board certified lactation consultants, to build the information and to verify it from the start, so there is no conflict between various professionals, pediatricians, OBs, or lactation professionals from the start. All the information is verified, and we're not trying to substitute our service with a real person. We're offering standard solutions for most common breastfeeding challenges that majority of women experience, and of course there are unique cases that needs to be addressed by a human. And we offer an online visual consultation over a HIPAA-compliant video call platform that can resolve any questions that mother has, and also we offer other various solutions. Based on the zip code, should it be a hotline, local closest La Leche League support group, or indivdual independent IBCLC close in your area?
So what makes Check with Ellie so special and unique? From what I know, it's how we can actually start the process of contacting you.
Yeah, sure. So why Check with Ellie is different is because in reality, as far as breastfeeding education and support goes, the market is actually really fragmented. So maybe your hospital gives you a pamphlet about breastfeeding as your discharge. Perhaps your pediatrician recommends a lactation specialist for you to consult. But really the onus is still on the mom to find the resources that she needs. And the way we look at it is that model is flipped. We want to flip that because we want to be able to provide this services directly to the mom. We don't want her to spend time searching. She already has a newborn to take care of. So what Check with Ellie does is it's a virtual breastfeeding assistant. So for example, if a mom wants information on how to increase her milk supply, Ellie can help her do that. If a mom wants to find a La Leche League group in her area, Ellie can help her find that. And for a lactation specialist, Ellie can help her connect to one. So really, we're trying to not replace lactation specialists or really do anything like that. What we're trying to do is create more of a pathway of care that is really missing from what is currently being offered.
What is happening with Check with Ellie? I know that there's a new exciting things in the horizon. What can you be offering our expecting families in the future with Check with Ellie?
Yeah, so we're really excited. So we have Ellie is live right now, so anyone can use the robot. But what we're doing in the future is creating this end-to-end breastfeeding program. And so what we want to do is guide a new mom to support and achieve her breastfeeding goals. So what that means is we'll start with a mom a couple weeks before she gives birth, and we'll help her establish what her breastfeeding goals are. And then once we have that information, we'll tailor the content that Ellie provides on a day-to-day basis around those goals. And so we'll help her to achieve those goals by giving her both education and support. And we'll also layer in a lactation consultation in the most critical time of the postpartum recovery period when women most likely will need a lactation specialist. So what we're trying to do is guide a woman through her process because the CDC has concluded that 68% of women who set up a breastfeeding goal fail to meet that goal, which is an alarming statistic, which represents a larger issue here that new moms are not being properly supported to meet that goal.
That's right.
So through this breastfeeding program, we're currently running a pilot program with the Applied Public Health program at NYU, and shortly after that we'll be offering it to expecting parents as well.
Let's talk about maybe some of the setbacks. You know, you're offering services to even providers. Are you sending out a message to breastfeed?
This is a great question, and we're not taking sides in this situation. We're here only to help women achieve their breastfeeding goals, whatever it might be, going back to work in 3 months or going back to work in 6 months. It really depends on the person's situation. Our goal also to make sure that new parents enjoy the time and they spend quality time with their newborn without being worried about failing their breastfeeding goals or using formula or using bottles or pumping. There's a lot of opinions out there, and solution is not the same for everybody.
That's right. Like there's only one way to breastfeed.
Right.
That's not true.
We offer only one position to latch the baby, the most basic one, but there are many out there, and we just start with the simplest one to establish.
Step one.
Step one, yes, and then you can build on top of it.
Yeah, we want to be objective. We know there's a lot of, from the government and a lot of different public health institutions, a big push for breastfeeding. For some women, it may not make sense, and we're not saying that it has to. We're saying that if your goal is to breastfeed, we want to help you along that goal. So really, we are an objective voice, and we want to remain that way because a lot of blogs lean one way or another, and many people feel guilty. That's what we're trying to avoid, be an objective, instant response system with information that's verified.
That's right, because families don't know that breastfeeding also includes bottle feeding.
EBM.
That's right. That's right. So you should know that. And yeah, you can't just side on one side, right? Breastfeeding only. You're not a good parent if you're not giving that milk. If you're not giving that baby breast milk only,
Yeah.
But it's good that you're not saying, hey, you have to breastfeed, because if you don't, it's simply, you want to breastfeed? We can at least give you those tips.
Tips on how to do it efficiently and avoid mistakes, most common mistakes.
It's like a troubleshoot
Exactly.
sheet, right?
That's
The cliff notes of breastfeeding.
I like that. I think we're going to start using that now.
If we wanted to find out more information about your services, how can we find out more information, like your website?
Yeah, so anyone can go to our website. It's checkwithellie.com. Ellie is ELLIE. And people can start chatting with Ellie right from there. They can also sign up to our list to be notified when we launch our breastfeeding program, and as well as other offers and updates.
That is so exciting, and I know you're going to be at our future shows, so if any of our expecting parents and baby community want to meet you in person, they can go to any of our shows, and they could go to our website, www.expectingparentsandbaby.com, and they could buy tickets to the show and meet you live and sign up too.
Yeah, we're excited to meet everybody too, for sure.
That would be great.
George and Atin, thank you so much for being here and sitting in a chair with us today.
Thank you, Corin.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for following us on Parents and Baby TV. We look forward to seeing you next time.